And not to do Buddha one up, not to one up Buddha, because what he did was fucking sick. But I balled with Adam Sandler before. I have a funny story about that. I've talked about this before. And everyone kind of like stopped for a moment when he said that to Adam fucking Sandler. XQC and Buddha were at the Lakers game courtside, which is pretty funny. That's like random. Motherfucker was going goblin mode in like, $50,000 seats. What is this? And then X said we play video games for a living. I don't know. XQ asked him what he did because he literally knows everyone here, and he said he was an actor. The guy next to us is some famous actor. Can't figure out who. Who was the actor? Bro thinks he's L. Oh no, for sure he does. El Goblino. Wait, it was Harrison Ford's. No, Jack Nicholson's son. By the way, he got
Adam Sandler. I pissed right next to Adam Sandler, dude.
And not to do Buddha one up, not to one up Buddha, because what he did was fucking sick. But I balled with Adam Sandler before. I have a funny story about that. I've talked about this before.
I went to the bathroom, walked up to the stall, started pissing. Guy walks up to me. Obviously, I kind of like glance over, not at his dick, but like at the dude. And I'm like, oh my God, it's Adam Sandler.
How I never heard of the Adam Sandler story? I talked about it a while ago. I brought it up before. Adam Sandler loves balling. He's a big time basketball aficionado, and he will go to public courts pretty regularly. I'm not going to dox which ones he went to, but there was a time and place when I used to play at these certain public courts. I don't anymore. Actually, as a matter of fact, Mark Wahlberg and his kids would be there regularly as well to play baseball. He would go watch them, unrelated to one another. But anyway, that's just like a very LA story. Adam Sandler loves playing fucking pickup basketball in public courts, which is fine. So do I. That's like a very LA thing. He wears the same fucking, massive ass shorts when he's like actually playing basketball, which is pretty funny. And we were all balling, and obviously the etiquette is that you just don't act like this is like a major celebrity that's like in front of you, one of the wealthiest motherfuckers out there in Hollywood, you know what I mean? So that's fine. But every single person was like, oh, hey, what's up, man? Big fan, whatever. But then there was a kid there who was, I think at the time, like 14. And this was many years ago. I think, I guess it's like almost 6 years ago. And while everyone was like saying hi to one another, this kid clearly did not know who Adam Sandler was. And I experienced one of the most awkward things I've ever experienced in my entire fucking life, where this like 14, 15-year-old was like, hey, what's up, man? And, I'm whatever. I don't even remember the kid's name. But he was like, I'm so-and-so. I'm Chris, right? What's your name? He said to Adam Sandler, this fucking Zoomer. And everyone kind of like stopped for a moment when he said that to Adam fucking Sandler. And then Adam Sandler literally did the worst thing you could do in that circumstance, where he was like, he had put his hand out already. Instead of going, oh, I'm Adam, nice to meet you, which is what you're always supposed to do, he went, come on, kid, you know who I am. And to make matters even fucking worse, the kid wasn't trying to big time Adam Sandler. He just literally didn't know who the fuck this guy was. He's like, come on, don't do that. That's what he did, which is a moment that I will never forget. Adam Sandler ruining the fucking vibes, dog. Adam Sandler absolutely eviscerating the vibes of the court. Yeah, he's kind of like that. I know a couple people working who met him, like a bartender, other service people, and him being a little dick. The part of this story that's like awesome is that like he's just playing basketball with like random people. Is he a good baller? I don't really remember. It's been so long. I think he was all right though. He was decent. Like Simu is definitely much better. Simu Liu is absolutely better than Adam Sandler. Yeah. Did the kid know who you were? No, I wasn't famous back then. I mean, I'm not even fucking famous now, but I certainly wasn't back then. You ball with Simu Liu? Yes. I've also DM'd him to fucking play Valo too, but he like kind of ducked me on that, so I haven't pushed. He plays Valorant. Tell the Simu Liu Gymshark story. It doesn't matter, okay? Yes, I play with like a group of people, and there's a lot of famous, I don't really do that anymore. Like I haven't been invited back in a while, but I play with a group of people in like an indoor court situation. It's like, great games. A lot of people that really love basketball, mostly put together by another friend. What's his face? He played for Baylor. I've talked about him before. He was a walk-on to Baylor. He's so fucking good. Austin Mills, yes. I mean, he's my friend, but like there's a lot of people, like he's not like a super close friend of mine. Anyway, so he sets these, he puts these games together. I know him through Jimmy. Jimmy Tatro. We played basketball in one of these games, and this dude was like decked out. You ever not recognize a famous person? I'm telling you the story of me not knowing who this person was. Like, I just assumed that this dude that was like decked out in Gymshark was like an influencer, you know what I mean? Because he was like very good looking, and he was like decked out in fucking Gymshark apparel. So I basically was like, oh, do you have like a sponsorship with Gymshark or whatever? And my friend was like, dude, why the fuck would you say that? Like, that's, the dude who, they made an article about it. Oh yeah, they were fucking dot esports. Do we know him? Hasan and Simi Liu unknowingly played basketball together. Yeah, popular Twitch streamer and political commentator HasanAbi documented his running with Shang-Chi lead director. I balled with a dude from Shang-Chi last night. Didn't know who he was. It was talking about Gymshark. So I was like, do you work with Gymshark? And then everyone made fun of me. Yeah, people, this is a normal question to ask someone, even if they're an actor. He was very good, by the way. He shot 100% of the games we played. And then he said, bro, deadass, I turned to my friend right after the run, was like, have I seen Hasan somewhere before? Like, do we know him? And he looked at me and was like, I was a total fucking idiot. So great balling with you. Haha, no shot. I don't watch Marvel. I wouldn't have known the guy either. I mean, now I know. Hasan yelling no shot when defending someone. Oh yeah, I would. That was my major defensive maneuver. The point is, this is an experience that happened, and I don't think I was in the wrong for asking Simi Liu if he fucking has a deal with Gymshark, if he was like talking about Gymshark and he was like decked out the wazoo about Gymshark. I didn't even say it in a way where I was just like, I said it in a way where he was like, what do you call it? Like where I was like, oh, you're like obviously a famous person. I just didn't know how famous, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Explain how you ended up playing with Blake Griffin. This was many years ago where we played ping pong with Blake Griffin. That did happen. That's Will. It's from July 20th, 2014. Will looking like he's some hedge fund manager's kid. No, we did not fucking ball up with Blake Griffin. He would destroy me anyway. But yeah, that was 2014. Dude, back then, we were not famous. Back then, we didn't have shit. We didn't have any money. And we would just like sneak into all these fucking places. It was a lot of fun. But we definitely knew who the fuck Blake Griffin was, by the way. And it was super cool that we got to hang out with him. You know what I mean? Like, that was not like a I don't know who this guy is moment at all. We definitely knew who he was. Okay, let's move on from this.